to apply my inspiring, war-minded ideas to my digital landscape. This fantasy world I create in the state of mind that keeps
Hello everybody, welcome back to EvonyBites. This time we're going to go over a little event they've introduced for Christmas here. This is a real gem. It's a real peach here. This is the Santa Claus event. And let's just see if we can scope one here real quick. Okay, right here. Alright, these are Santas. You'll notice on the left here your options are not to attack or scout or anything. It's to visit, which is in essence a scout. It's just going to take some stamina, just like a chest does from a Fenrir or a temple or something. So you're going to visit this Santa and get a reward. I'll go ahead and do that now. You can see that there's remaining chances are 3, so there's only so many chances per Santa, and then it goes away and respawns like a fairy in Server War. This is a level 2 Santa. We'll go ahead and visit him. You can see it consumes 2 stamina. And once we visit that puppy, we can look at it again. Oh, hasn't even updated. It still says 3, but in any case, we go in here to items and take a look at what this gives you. And these are right here. Okay. Common Christmas box. This is for a level 1 Santa. Uncommon Christmas box. This is for a level 2. Grand Christmas box level 3. Super Christmas box level 4. And Legendary Christmas box level 5. Now, how these work is a chances type deal. You can see it tells you the chances. A chance of getting 1 item, 78%. Chance of getting 2 items, 19%. Chance of getting 3 items, basically 2%. Alright, and these are the possible things that you can win. Now, the things to note in here, and what we're really after, at least in this guide, in this video, in this method right here, is resources. We can get some fatty resources here, okay? So the possibility to get 5 million of each or any of those resource boxes is there on a level 1. Alright, that's pretty nice. Even if you only get a few here and there, that's pretty nice, right? Well, here's a level 2. You can see we've got some items in here, same chances, level 5, okay? Same thing, level 2s are alright. We start getting a little better here. Get to level 3s, got some more possible items we can get in there, and then 20 million. Look at that, 20 million resources. Alright, so, you know, if you pop a boatload of Santas here, I mean, you're going to get some of this, and particularly for those who can't coin or are still on a new server or are still in a smaller account, these resources become pretty amazing. You know, I mean, the acquisition is pretty wild for almost free. Some of your time and stamina. Level 4 boxes, check this out. We've got the 500,000 resources available, but looky here, 50 million. Okay, so you go out and pop some of these puppies and you nail a couple of 50 millions. Well, that's pretty significant. You could really do some pretty major upgrades or troop pushes or anything like that with that amount of resources. You go to level 5s and you've got the 1 millions and the 50s again. All right, I don't have a lot of them here. This is a result of just doing the process I'm about to show you one time and actually doing it sort of small and lazily. But let's take a look at my process for popping Santas. And this is what I do. I go into random teleport and let's use one. Okay. I don't know where it put me on the map. Let's just take a look. Hey, in a corner kind of. That's nice. All right. So what I like to do is I'm going to go just straight northwest of my city. So picture an X going across my city, and the outer tips of all 4 bars of the X are the outside portion of where I'm willing to Santa hunt. So you pick for yourself 50 kilometers, 100 kilometers, 150, 200 kilometers, 300 kilometers, whatever, however far you want to go. I tend to keep it in a little tighter, and I'd rather move around more, teleport to more places than go further out, because it just takes longer to march that far. I'd rather just pop out as many Santas as I can. So I might go 100 and then teleport again, 100 kilometers, teleport again. In any case, for this little video here, for the sake of time, I'm going to go out like 50 kilometers, okay? Generally, you would want to exceed that and go out further than that. But so I'm going to go to the left top side of the X and go to the very end of it about 50 kilometers, okay? Then from that top X, if you picture an X, it's sort of a box. If you connect all 4 of the bars that go at an angle with straight lines, it would be in a box and then an X. So now that we've used the X to determine our 4 furthest points, now we can start to map across that X in a grid. So I'm just going to take it and start scrolling to the right, closing the top of that X grid that I've got here, looking for Santas. If I happen to see one, I'm going to send. Now, Ebony used to pop your screen view back to your city when you visited something, and it was a pain in the neck. What you had to do is go through the whole box grid and bookmark every single Santa and then go visit those bookmarks. But now it doesn't take you back to your city, so you can just send a visit to it and keep going. Now on this side, I'm already 80 kilometers out, which is further than I want to go for the video. I only meant to go 50. So I'm just going to scroll it down out of my view of where I just now looked and go back the other way. And I'm looking for Santas. There we go, level 4. Go ahead and visit that. There's one. Visit that guy. Okay, we'll keep looking until we get about 50 kilometers. Go down to a new screen view. Go back the other way. So we're just basically doing a back and forth mapping of this thing. I must have missed that one too, huh? So that we make sure that in a given area where I'm at, I'm not missing any Santas. I'm taking full advantage of my teleport and of the location, getting maximum Santa action. Santaction. And we'll call it Santaction. And you'll notice here, just in a sloppy, yeah, I'm drinking, 50 kilometer range window here, we just nailed, you know, this nice little amount of Santas. We'll go take a look at how many more boxes we got here. Reports popped up. All I'm doing is giving you a small example of the process. Teleport to a random place. Pick your square, your grid area where you're comfortable of marching in that space, and search it for Santas. Now, for the sake of time, like I said before, I'm just doing 50 kilometers. And then, since I've now done my 50 kilometers, I'll go ahead and go in here and I'll just use another random teleport. And make sure, I'm going to make sure it doesn't put me, there we go, in the same spot I did before. I don't want to run into Santas I've already gotten. Okay, so again, I'm going to take my X, go to the top left point of it about 50 kilometers and start scanning. Oh yeah, look at this mother load. We'll get done with this box grid here, make sure everybody gets a juicy look at what I'm doing here, and then we'll go open some boxes, see what we get. You know, ideally, look, this is psychological. I hear a lot of discussion back and forth for years on these chances boxes that you open, that the more you have, the better your chances are. You know, it seems to put out better if you sit there and save up 100 as opposed to opening 5 at a time. Look, I mean, my personal opinion on that is, I mean, if it brings you peace of mind in your opening Santas, well, then I'll grant it. I don't know if that's true or not. It doesn't mathematically seem to be true. Additionally, if you open 100 Santas, you're obviously going to have a higher payout, you know, just mathematically on 100 Santas than you would on 5 or 10. So it may seem like you get more, but I'll agree that I still use that process. No matter what I think actually happens, I still save up a bunch and then open them. Because no matter what the math is in it, I enjoy seeing more reward when I open more chests. So I do. But I can't say I believe the math changes. The math's the same. Chances are the same. Okay. We're almost done with the grid here. This was a friendlier area. There was quite a bit, just not high level ones. I mean, you can see it's real easy to do, 100 kilometers. I mean, I'm accidentally going 80, just sitting here talking to you guys, making a video. So going 100, 150 is really no problem. Okay, so we'll call that done on that grid. As soon as these last 4 marches hit home on the Santee, we'll go open some chests. I'm going to take a drink. Cheers, everyone. Shibbity-bee. You ever heard of a Who liquor? Who, spelled A''Hoo. Yeah, you've heard of it. It's when you take a drink of that whiskey or vodka or tequila or Manhattan or whatever it is you're taking a drink of. And as soon as you take a drink, you swallow, you kind of pop your tongue a couple times to get the zest, and then you go, and your head kind of goes back and forth a little bit. Yeah, that's a Who liquor, man. All right, so we're going to go in here, take a look at these chests. All right, we have 19 of the level 1s. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to hit max, open them all at once, see what we nail. And, you know, some smaller amounts of resources. Nothing significant or sexy in that. Let's try level 2s. All right, got a little bit of lumber again, some speed up, a little bit of stone, a little bit of food, a little bit of everything. Still small. We got 20 of the level 3s. About the same, but hey, we got 20 million ore there. So that's pretty nice. Just for this little bit of work we did in the video, 20 million ore, plus all the other, you know, riffraff in the aggregate, pretty nice. 17 level 4s. All right, million stone up there, some other various stuff, 8 hours construction. Okay, not wonderful, but, and let's see what 19 level 5s brings us. Million lumber, million food, million ore, 3 hours speed up, 12 hours, 24 hours construction. Yeah, and was that 45 hours speed up? Yep. I mean, that's a nice little haul. So, hey guys, I mean, check out what you get in just a couple minutes of sitting down and, you know, just jacking around with Santas. If you just pop around, let's say 5 times and do a 150 kilometer box and scan that whole area and get Santas and open it, you could do that in a relative amount of time. You can pop it out in an evening in your spare time. And I would say the rewards are pretty significant, more than most other things you could go accomplish for such little cost and such little time. So you guys make sure you take advantage of the Santas and use a process that maximizes the Santas in your area. And, you know, another little thing I could add here is sometimes we will, I haven't done it on this server, but I've done it a lot in the past. We'll do what we call mini hives or satellite hives. And you can go do this with like 5 people. And the benefit of that is, say I go random teleport and I've landed right here, and then I just send my location to 3 other friends. Those 3 other friends join me right here, and we all do the Santa grid. But at the same time, if I'm finding any bosses, I'm running those too. So now we're sitting here in a mini hive. You know, I usually will turn off my alliance notification for rallies so other people aren't alerted to it accidentally joining. There will still be accidents. It's just the nature of Evony, but you can run a little mini hive right here, nail all the Santas, nail all the big bosses around you, and then move to the next spot. It's kind of fun teamwork to work together and play together like that too as a little satellite. So guys, that basically wraps up Santa event. You guys enjoy, smash the hell out of that. I hope you win tons of resources. We'll see you here next time on, and we all know EvonyBites out.